Imagine finding an old penny that's been sitting quietly in a drawer, a coin that looks ordinary but could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 1935 Lincoln wheat penny might seem like just another piece of copper, but hidden among these coins are some unbelievably rare varieties that collectors go crazy for. What if I told you that a single penny from 1935 once sold for more than $5,000? Sounds unreal, right? Let's uncover the shocking secrets, hidden errors, and crazy values behind this small but mighty coin. First off, let's talk about the story behind this classic beauty. The 1935 Lincoln wheat penny belongs to the legendary wheat cent series that started in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner to honor the great President Abraham Lincoln. On the front, you've got Lincoln's proud portrait with the famous words, "In God we trust," arching above. Below sits the date, 1935, and to the left, the word, Liberty. Flip it over, and the reverse side proudly shows two wheat stalks curving along the edges, framing the bold words, 1 cent, and United States of America. It's a simple design, but one that carries deep history and a surprising amount of hidden value. Now, here's where things get interesting. The 1935 penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. That means you'll see 3 versions: the 1935, no mint mark, the 1935, D, and the 1935, S. The mint mark can be found right below the date. Each version has its own surprises, and potential for shocking value depending on the condition, strike quality, and most importantly, any mint errors. Let's start with the 1935 Philadelphia penny. Over 245 million of these were minted, a huge number, but that doesn't mean they're all common. Time, wear, and handling have wiped out most of the high-grade examples. If you happen to find one in perfect uncirculated condition, known as MS 67 red, buckle up, because collectors have paid over $3,000 for one of these stunning red coins. The natural copper tone fades over time, so the red luster is what makes these pieces pop in the collector's world. Even slightly lower grades like MS 65 red can still bring $150 to $300 easily. But that's not all. Some 1935 pennies from Philadelphia come with bizarre mint errors that can send the value skyrocketing. A double die obverse, where Lincoln's features or lettering appear doubled, can turn a 1-cent coin into a multi-$100 treasure. Some of these double strikes show visible doubling in Liberty or the "In God We Trust" area, and error collectors go absolutely wild for them. A crisp example of a double-die 1935 penny once fetched more than $1,000 at auction. Now moving to the 1935 D wheat penny, minted in Denver. This version had a mintage of around 47 million coins, but it's not as easy to find well-preserved red gems. The Denver Mint had a reputation for slightly weaker strikes that year, which makes sharply detailed coins very desirable. In low grades, these might only bring a few cents or a dollar, but a high-end 1935 D in MS 67 red condition has shocked collectors by selling for over $5,500. Imagine holding a single penny that's worth more than a MacBook. That's the thrill of coin collecting. But here's where it gets even crazier. Some Denver 1935 pennies feature off-center strikes, die cracks, and even repunched mint marks, RPMs, where the D was stamped more than once, creating a shadow effect. Those tiny minting mistakes can turn an ordinary penny into a 4-figure collectible. A rare repunched mint mark variety has been known to sell in the range of $400 to $1,200, depending on how dramatic the error looks. And now, the 1935 S wheat penny, the San Francisco Mint's version, had the lowest mintage of the 3, about 38 million coins. Because of that, it's already a bit more desirable to collectors. The S mint mark gives it that rare charm, and if you find one with sharp details, blazing red color, and minimal marks, its value can shock you. A 1935 S-graded MS 67 red once sold for over $4,000. Even MS 65s can easily go for a few $100s. What's even more exciting is that some S-Mint coins have unusual die polish lines and small planchet defects that make them stand out as unique collectible varieties. Now let's talk about condition, the make-or-break factor for every coin. Most 1935 wheat pennies you'll find in circulation today will be brown and worn out, worth only a few cents. But the moment you find one with that original red copper luster, minimal scratches, and sharp wheat lines on the reverse, you're in for a surprise. Collectors and grading services like PCGS and NGC pay close attention to color. Brown, BN, common and low value. Red-brown, RB, mid-range, collectible. Full red, RD, jackpot potential. Here's the shocking part. Out of the millions minted, only a tiny fraction of 1935 pennies remain in full red uncirculated condition today. That rarity alone can multiply the value by hundreds of times. If you're lucky enough to find a 1935 wheat penny in your change or tucked away in an old jar, check it closely under good lighting. Look for any doubling on the letters, strange lines around Lincoln's portrait, or a mint mark that seems slightly misaligned. Those tiny details are what separate a 1-cent coin from a $1,000 treasure. Even small off-center strikes or die cracks along the rim can make collectors pay big money. Collectors also adore proof-like strikes. Even though 1935 wasn't a proof coin year, a few early die strikes came out with mirror-like surfaces that mimic proof coins. Those are extremely rare and often bring in four-figure prices. When you realize how much history this little coin carries, being minted during the Great Depression, its value goes beyond just money. It's a piece of America's struggle and strength, a reminder of an era when a single penny had real buying power. People carried these coins through hard times, and now they're cherished symbols of perseverance and legacy. So next time you come across a 1935 Lincoln wheat penny, don't just toss it aside. Look at it carefully. That small coin could be hiding a shocking secret worth thousands.